It's 4 o'clock in Lewiston, Maine. It's 2 p.m. in Lewiston, Montana. I got an email yesterday cautioning me not to paint with such a broad brush when referencing how the Republican Party is now largely made up of varying degrees of Democrat. I often forget that not all of you watch every day, though you should. When I first introduced this concept, I excluded the pro-American elements left in our government, the constitutional conservatives who are forced to call themselves Republicans. They are the solution. Sadly, they are the majority in our country, but the minority in our government. Without fear or favor, the Chris Salcedo Show starts right now. And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Chris Salcedo Show here on Newsmax. For the last 2 years, our people have been dealt crisis after crisis after crisis. The crises are a direct result of left-wing policies. These crises have harmed our people greatly. Joe Biden, Chuck Schumer, Mitch McConnell, Kevin McCarthy, and Nancy Pelosi have been the architects of all of this harm. And now we know that all but Nancy Pelosi will be returning to power. And both parties overwhelmingly voted for the same people responsible for America's painful, harmful, and destructive decline. Both parties doubled down on stupid. It's an undeniable truth we explore in today's preamble. The majority in the country and in this audience might be wondering why stupid is in vogue in Washington, D.C. One need only look to the government-run education system. I, as your liberty-loving Latino, can say unequivocally and without reservation that the worst mistake our people ever made was allowing the government to educate our children. To illustrate my point, have a look at this tweet from the NEA, the National Education Association, a union that prizes left-wing political power over children's education. They falsely claim, quote, "Educators love their students and know better than anyone what they need to learn and to thrive." This subversive, dangerous, and Marxist tweet earned a pithy but true response from Trump Education Secretary Betsy DeVos, quote, "You misspelled parents." End quote. The conservative knows that the best arbiter on how to educate children is their parents. This non-government-centered emphasis is lost on Democrats and Republicans who collude together to take our money and fully fund a government education system that is openly and actively trying to exclude parents from their children's education and life-changing decisions. The libs of TikTok show us how dangerous these sick and twisted varying degrees of Democrat politicians can be and what they're churning out. Here's a biracial little girl who describes her parentage as a white father and a mother who is a person of color. Obviously, nobody in this marriage is a racist. But listen to how GovEd has twisted this little girl into a seething ball of left-wing hate and venom as she speaks at her father's funeral.
But Dad, please know that while I am grateful and highly aware of all that you've given this family, I still don't miss you. When you died, I felt like there was a hole. I missed something, but it wasn't you. It was the idea of what you could become. I miss being able to hope and wish that one day you turn a corner and see the world from my perspective. I miss the idea that one day you might help me fight for the things that matter. I missed my fantasy of you. Because when you died, it solidified the fact that you'll never be what you could have been, but only what you are. And what you are is a racist, misogynistic, xenophobic, Trump-loving, cis-straight white man.
The deceased man, unlike Mitch McConnell, likely wanted to save his little girl from the ravages of Democrats and their America Last policies, so he backed a freedom-loving, America First agenda and rejected the left's cultural Marxism. For that, it appears GovEd, dominated by Democrats, darkened that little girl's soul, prompting her to curse her father's politics and his skin color at his funeral. See, I think that sickness and depravity should be opposed and defeated. The majority of what used to be Republicans disagree with me now. Guys like Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy, and those who voted for these guys to lead them, have no interest in opposing Democrats. Mitch McConnell worked very hard to stay in the minority. Here he is, the leader of Senate Republicans, laying out his vision for the next 2 years.
And so my message to the administration, and you saw some of it this year, let's find some things between the 40-yard lines that we can agree on and do them. And we did some of that this year. Infrastructure, chips, school safety, mental health. We need to make some progress for the American people, but it's going to have to be in the political center.
First, he has no message for you, the little people. He only addresses his equals, you know, the Democrats in the administration. But the bigger issue is this. If we had two opposing parties in America, each side would lay out their solutions to America's problems, right? Democrats would push communism, socialism, and complete government control over your life. And the alleged conservative party would lay out limited government, prosperity, and freedom-promoting solutions. But Mitch goes nowhere near conservatism. While socialists in the Democrat Party aim to the extreme left, Mitch McConnell, you heard him, he aims for the center, guaranteeing that laws that are passed will be left-wing. Like John McCain before him, Mitch doesn't oppose Democrats. He strokes his chins thoughtfully to find a way to stick it to conservatives and accommodate Democrats like AOC.